Arthie Moore, your compassionate leader of influence. And our show today is about the visionary entrepreneur. And I'm talking into all of my different shows that's coming up. And I was just chatting about the GPS. And while we were on Facebook, I was just talking into the analogy of the GPS in your life. It is something that you set for yourself, and you create it, and then you leave it aside and hope that it gives you the fastest or the quickest route, specifically realigned for the destination that you punch in. And when you look at the GPS, it's not much different to business. In business, we know what we want to achieve, but then we need to continuously build our resources, our tools, and our toolkit to make sure that we can fast track our success, either the quickest way or the fastest way. But knowing that the foundations are laid already is an imperative. So we're talking into all of our shows that's coming up. And I want to talk about the human experience, because this is something that you need to know. How are we going to realign this, especially with my upcoming shows? And I thought about the last 3 shows of the season. I wanted to talk into how we can delving into the human experience will be the hidden gem many overlooked before. And that is a reality. Many people overlooked the human experience, and it is a gem. Because once you understand the human experience, you understand human beings, then you know who you are selling all of the stuff to. I mean, with 4IR and technology becoming the greatest force, human beings will become the greatest asset to contend with. So where your 4IR and technology is a force to be reckoned with, human beings will become your greatest asset. And I let that sink into you, because that makes a massive difference. We're going to have to work out how we can find the balance between the learning culture and implementation phase. And it's a great adventure that we'll explore. And I insist we explore that in our next season. And this is season 4. So you're listening to season 4, episode 1, and that is the visionary entrepreneur. In the upcoming episodes, I will share with you methodologies, ideas, and creative solutions that I've been implementing myself. Things I've been experimenting with in this last year, and stuff that I've been using effectively in my own businesses. And so when I look at the next 3 episodes, the final 3 episodes of the season that you can look forward to, I talk about the voice of a visionary in leading innovation. So how is your innovative idea serving the world? And I'll talk into that, because everybody talks about innovation, but they don't talk about how you need to be creative and what you need to do differently to impact innovation. And so when we look at the next the the next episode after that, I talk about the servant entrepreneur. How are we of service to others rather than just serving? Now, a lot of people that I interact with, and I work with boards of directors and management teams around the world, and they're always talking about, I'm a servant leader. I need to serve people. No. You need to be of service to the people you're with. Because when you serve, you are being of service. Many of our leaders who fail miserably, they fail because they're so busy serving. They are everything to everybody. They dominate every meeting. They take control of everything, and people do not have a voice. People are not able to step up and share their knowledge or wisdom. And I get very strong about that, because I believe that this is something that I do not take lightly. Being of service and serving. Sometimes people are serving so much that they sacrifice who they are, and they lose who they are in the process. A lot of people lose their families. They lose the moments to make memories. They lose the times to celebrate their families, all of their anniversaries and birthdays. They lose all of this because they lie to themselves and they say that I'm busy serving others. And because I'm serving others, look at me, I'm so amazing and brilliant. I'm sacrificing everything of who I am. And they don't realize that they're not being of service. They're using it as an excuse not to see what's right in front of their eyes. people that are suffering around them because they're so busy talking about serving that they've forgotten that their own families, their friends, their spouses, their relatives, their children, the people that are important to them also want them in their lives and also want to be served and have a part of their lives. So I'm going to talk into the balance of that. I'm going to talk about how do you create the balance between serving, being of service, and serve and getting to the point where we realize that we don't have to sacrifice who we are as we serve others. And so the last topic that I want to delve into in my sessions was celebrating our humanness. Now, as a diversity and inclusion specialist, I have learned that people want to be respected in different ways, from their tone, their body language, the eye contact, the way you greet people. It's the way you interact with them, how you make them feel. All of that is an imperative. And when we look into the human experience, we need to acknowledge and celebrate and give credit to our supporters, our clients, and the teams that help us to achieve our success, the teams and the people that help us to achieve our goals. That is how we celebrate our humanness. And I'm not talking about giving people a bonus. I'm not talking about just giving monetary contributions to people and saying thank you for being in my life. No, I think it's the type of gratitude where we realize to acknowledge people constantly builds their trust in us, loyalty, and belief in us. When they want to be a part of our lives and support us, it's because we are being intentional and holding them in the highest respect and with the highest integrity possible. You see, ethical leadership talks hugely into this. You see, compassion talks hugely into this. Your vision has got to be to honor the people that are in your life and to make sure that their loyalty is honored as well. So how do we celebrate the human being? How do we celebrate their humanity? How do we celebrate the humanness of who they are? And when we look at all of these various ideas and ideologies, I see that, there are so many things that we need to do, so many areas we need to upgrade, unravel, and understand. And so from my next 12 episodes that's coming up, I want to welcome you to also share with me some of your ideas, things that you want me to delve into. How do you want me to add value to you? What can I do differently for you? How can I be of service to you? And so when I look at the people that I'm surrounded with, I have got an incredible executive team alongside my stunning partner, Moore-Robberts. And together we have learned the hard way. We have connected with many people, hundreds of people. We have built and created and supported many teams to grow in the hope that they would be a part of our journey. We've learned hard lessons and we've learned beautiful lessons. The difference, though, is that we embraced those lessons and it encouraged us. It never actually brought us down. We understand the reality of being a business owner. There is a different level of trust that you need to give to people around you. There's a different level of belief that you've got to give to people. It's unconditional. As an entrepreneur and as a business owner, you do not have the opportunity or the chance to give just tiny chances and little chances and many chances and more chances. You've got to give unconditionally in the hope and the belief that the person that you are giving to has belief in you as well. And so to resonate at that level, you've got to know and understand yourself at such a different level to other people. You see, you are sitting at a point in your life where you are the role model and you are the person who's there to guide and support others with your vision. More than that, I would suggest that as a visionary entrepreneur, you're there to help other people's visions come true. You're there to help them with their goals and with achievement of what they want to have in life. You see, the more you give to others, the more they give to others. Now, I know a lot of people say the more you give to others, the more they give to you. I don't hold that belief. I believe that the more you give to others, the more they give to others. You see, if I'm supporting people, it makes their lives so much more easier. And if their lives are so much more easier, they become more solution focused and they add value to more people because they've got more time, more thinking. They feel valued and respected as human beings. And because they feeling valued and respected, they will then add value to other people and they'll reciprocate. I mean, isn't that the whole point of paying it forward? Isn't that the whole point of giving? Giving thoughtfully, not thoughtlessly, giving unconditionally, without any expectation of ever getting anything back. Now, I realize that was a mouthful, but from my side, there are some resources I believe that you would absolutely love to have in your fold. And that is a book that I swear by. It's The Learning Revolution by Jeanette Voss and Gordon Dryden. So, one of the things I'd love to actually just mention to you before we sign off is that we now have available now ibgr.community on ibgr.network, our website. We have got access to mentoring groups. So, when you join ibgr.community, you're automatically added uh, to your community of commerce. So the community of commerce is a great place to network and to connect with our entire community, actually. You can also join your favorite on-air talent mentoring groups. And then joining those mentoring groups also gives you access to useful tools and mentoring conversations around your specific business challenges. So, I mean, from my side, I want to say, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being a part of my life and my journey. I'm Arthie Moore, co-founder of Key Leadership Institute and founder of Celebrating Humanity International. You can find me on www.ibgr.network and connect with me there. And I look forward to next week's episode. Lots of love from my side to you. Take care and have fun.